Common dandelion, also known as Pteriaxicum officinale. This member of the composite family is either biennial or perennial, meaning the plant's lifespan will range from 1 to 2 or more years, and it grows in a habitat of lawns, waste places, and roadsides. It grows from 2 to 18 inches tall, and it has a yellow flower that is in bloom from March to October. The flowers have 7 or more regular parts, meaning rays, with a solitary flower head that's an inch to an inch and a half wide that has outer bracts at the base of the flower head turning downward. The plant has basal leaves only, and the leaves are toothed or lobed, jagged cut, and 2 or more times longer than wide. The stalk is unbranched, naked, hollow, and milky. Those of you who suffer from latex allergies should take note that contact dermatitis may result from handling this plant, caused by the latex in the stems and leaves. Nutritionally speaking, this plant is loaded. The flowers and leaves both contain beta-carotene, and the leaves contain more so than carrots, and provide more iron and calcium than spinach. They also provide vitamins A, Bs 1, 2, 5, 6, 12, C, D, E, and P, in addition to biotin, inositol, zinc, magnesium, phosphorus, and potassium. From spring to early summer, both the flower bud and flowers can be harvested. The young flower buds can be boiled for 5 to 10 minutes and served with butter, or pickled. As for the flowers, remove the ray florets from the green sepals and discard the sepals. The ray florets can be eaten raw, added to salads, sautéed, battered and fried like fritters, or made into a wine. Harvested in early spring, the young leaves or crowns, the white base of the leaves, can be gathered before the flower appears and eaten raw, added to salads, sautéed, or boiled for 5 to 10 minutes. And finally, the roots can be harvested from fall to early spring. The roots can be cooked and eaten as greens, but may be too bitter and some say inferior to other roots as a food source. They can also be baked until brittle and brown, ground, and used like a decaffeinated coffee. Common dandelion is not indigenous to the Americas and was introduced by the Europeans, but many American Indians did use it for its medicinal values, such as the Aiute, who made a poultice of the steam or wilted leaves and applied it to intolerant ulcers, stomach aches, and sore throats. The Algonquin ate the greens to purify the blood, and the leaves were used to make plasters and poultices. The Balacoola made a decoction of the roots and took it for stomach pain. The Cherokee made a root tea and took it for blood, and the root was chewed for toothaches. A tea of the herb was also taken to calm nerves. The Chippewa made a compound infusion of the roots and took it to produce postpartum milk flow, and the Delaware from Oklahoma used the plant to make a laxative tonic. The Iroquois used dandelion in compound remedies for liver spots, kidney trouble, and lung ailments. They also used the plant as an emetic. The Kiowa made a decoction of leaves, and it was taken by women for menstrual cramps. The Meskwaki made an infusion of the roots and took it for chest pain when all other remedies failed. The Mohegan used the plant as a tonic, and the Ojibwe made an infusion of the roots and took it for heartburn and as a blood medicine. The Papago made an infusion of the blossoms and took it for menstrual cramps. The Potawatomi used the root as a bitter tonic. The Rappahannock made an infusion of the roots and took it as a blood tonic and gastrointestinal aid. And finally, the Shinnecock used dandelions and white daisies to make wines and spring tonics. Now, according to Western medicine, the medicinal part is the root gathered in autumn. In its actions, when dried it possesses little medicinal value, but when fresh it is stomachic, tonic, slightly diuretic, laxative, and apparent, meaning it will affect your stomach, rejuvenate you, cause some urination, and relieve constipation. The root contains insulin, which varies considerably with the season. It was used for dropsy, uterine obstructions, chronic diseases of the skin, and impairment of the digestive system. It should be used for loss of appetite, weak digestion, and constipation. And now finally for the plant's other uses. The hollow stems were made into toy whistles by the Hezequah Indians. Well guys, that's it for another video. I hope you found this information to be useful. And if you have, please like and subscribe. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, leave it in the comments below. I love hearing what you guys have to say. And as always, keep your eyes and ears open and your powder dry.